Yeah. That works for me. It might not work for you, though.
Photo bomb!
What's up, dude?
Oh my God.
Hey, what's going on?
Nice to meet you. Look at the Boston Trucker.
What's up? What's up?
In the bloopers, baby.
We apologize, but I couldn't stand it. I had to say hello.
Hey, man.
Doing nice to see you.
Hey, little guy.
It's awesome that you're in Iowa.
Yeah.
All the way from Boston.
Boston, they
dude.
parked
Guess
their
what?
car
We're
in the
gonna see you in
yard.
2
Park
weeks.
in the car in the yard.
We're
I'll
gonna
see
do-
you at Super Rig.
Okay. And action.
Action.
I mean, 30 years of trucking.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Asian My Show. I'm telling you, when I talk about a man that's extremely humble, someone that is someone real in the trucking industry, someone that wants to see it thrive and see it do well, and has pride in what they do. Because every video I see you in, you're polishing something. I'll tell you that, brother.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're here today hanging out with the Boston Trucker, actually from Boston.
Yep.
What the hell are you doing out here in Iowa?
I don't know. Made a wrong turn somewhere.
You made a wrong turn?
Yeah. No, we're actually on a family road trip. 2 trucker friends of mine, John Jakes and Kim Grimm, were getting married. They were going to get married right here at the truck show. And I ended up moving it down the street in Davenport. So I told my wife, I said, I'm a groomsman. I'm going to Iowa. And she's like, well, you know, we haven't had a vacation in a while. Why don't we just make it a family road trip? So in Buffalo, Cleveland, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, a couple of days in beautiful Chicago, which is amazing. And we've been in Davenport for 2 days. We're going to head up to Wisconsin and straight back to Boston. So that's what we're doing here. We're just hanging out, meeting people, and checking out some chrome, chicken lights, all that stuff.
Hey, that's what's going on, you know. And, you know, we'll use our power of editing, and we'll put your truck, and we'll put all this in it.
Sure,
while it's going
yeah,
on.
that's cool.
So, people always see you, the truck, see you polishing, talking old school trucking.
Yep.
But, you know, on the Asian My Show, we really like to know, you know, who the person behind all that is. So,
Okay.
let's really get into this for a second.
Okay.
I mean, who in the hell in your family was trucking, and how did you find it, and how did it lead you to where you are now? So you could start wherever you'd like.
It's a long story. I mean, but second generation trucker. My dad started out as a teamster. He started out doing swing and beef, then he became a teamster. I got my first ride in a truck when I was 6 years old. In a white 9000, we sat on a milk crate in an old, like 70 white 9000. No power steering, no air ride, no stereo, no heated mirrors, no nothing, and no whining back then too. I'd sit on that milk crate. I remember the passenger door would pop open. My dad was so strong, he just reach across and pull the door closed. And that's where I got my first introduction into trucking. And then, because of deregulation, all the Teamster outfits were going out. My dad had to keep bread on the table. He went over the road, started driving over the road in the GMC cab over Astro for a summer vacation. We headed to Chicago, and right then and there, over the road trucking was for me. And I stayed awake with my dad all the time. I would never go to sleep when he was driving, and I got really, really addicted to driving over the road, and that was my entire plan. And my dad retired about 10 years ago, and I've been trucking 30 years now. We did 20 years over the road myself, met my wife, we had kids. I decided I would try and be home and be a father and a trucker, because you can't be the best of both at the same time. You got to pick one. And I thought I would live and die as a road driver, because that's what my passion was, but I gave it up to be home, raise my kids. And it worked out, and it was a great decision for me, and I got a great job, and it's kind of where I'm at right now. And I haul locally, doing dump trailers and moving heavy equipment. Got a nice W900 day cab. I work for an amazing company. I want to give them a shout out, A. Cardillo & Sons of Waltham, Massachusetts. Lets me go on this vacation, treat me like family. Life's good, man. I'm blessed.
Hey, that's great, brother.
Yeah,
you know,
thanks.
So, I mean, 30 years of trucking.
Yeah.
You know, you talk a lot about your dad. Hopefully, dad's still around,
He's around, yep.
hanging out.
He's hanging out. He's he's bored. He watches all the YouTube videos, and I don't think he subscribes to you yet. But whoever I recommend, he does. So I'm gonna make sure he subscribes to the Asian My Show.
Hey, with that, you trying to plug me, let me push it right back to you. The Boston Trucker.
Yep.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Yep.
I'll have it popping up all over the screen and in the descriptions. I'll tell you, someone that will warm your heart. I don't get my stamp on everybody, but definitely, if you like any content of the Asian My Show, you're gonna.
Oh my God!
I mean that, brother.
Yeah, dude.
I
told you before. I do the laundry Sunday night. I put on my YouTube Asian My Show. I'm watching the videos. They're emotional. They're raw. They're real. You're interviewing drivers about their jobs. Walmart, TMC, all these other. Dude, it's so good. You're in the Chrome shop. Dude, your show is the bomb. I've been watching it grow from day one. It just gets better and better.
Hey, you're too good. You're too good. So let's talk about the days of trucking and the changes. People keep on saying the changes, and because of that, trucking's not worth it.
Sure.
What do you feel, and how do you feel about it now? And has it changed at all for you?
Well, I've been off the road for like 10 years, and I didn't realize how much it changed. I took this little road trip, and I saw. I know about ELDs. When I drove, it was paper logs, and it was a lot of cheating, and it was 4,000 or 5,000 miles a week. And that's what we did. And it didn't know any different. It just got the job done. And I'm lucky. I'm on the clock now. And I used to look down on guys who were local and were on the clock. I didn't want to know nothing about it. I'm a road guy in my blood. But now I'm one of those guys.
We should talk about that. Because I feel like the guys that are OTR, they dump on the guys that are local.
Oh, really?
Isn't your job supposed to
be a brotherhood?
A brotherhood, but also, don't you want to be home with your family?
Yeah. I never thought I would be one of those guys that's home, but you can't put a price on being home. It's tough. Once in a while I go away, and it's tough. My hat's off to any over-the-road driver that can leave their family. It's got to kill them. It kills me to leave once in a while to do a truck show or something, to leave and go out there and make that money. And I read somewhere where somebody said, the kids don't really care about how much money you make at the end of the week. They care about the time you spend at home with them. And I know a lot of people ask me for advice on getting into the industry and should I go to a big company? And I always push them away from that. And I try to tell them not to go over the road personally, because I don't know if the sacrifice is worth it. Firsthand, because my dad was an over-the-road trucker, and he was gone after when the Teamsters went out. I was 10, so 10 on, and then I have a younger brother. He got into drugs and had a bad life. Thank God he finally got out of it after 40 years. My dad wasn't there to help out, so personally, that's why I'm home. I don't want to see that happen to my family. But yeah, trucking has changed. It's more regulated as ever. I'm glad. I feel like I got out the right time. My hat's off to anybody who does it. I'm in awe of you guys. I see the guys on the road, and I miss it like crazy. We drove out here in the four-wheeler, and I get my Boston Trucker sticker on the back just so I can be identified, so nobody messes with me on the road too. And I'm like, oh, I miss it bad. Like I wish I could. Oh, I'm itching, but I.
And when the kids are grown.
When the kids are grown, I got one going to college in 3 years. I got another one in 8 years. A couple weeks a year, I would love to do it.
That's cool.
I miss it because it's a great job driving over the truck. You can't do it for the money. You got to do it for the enjoyment and the lifestyle. If you don't enjoy it, any job you have, I don't know how you can go to work every day. I've always enjoyed trucking. I look forward to it. It's like a drug. It's an adrenaline. I'm thinking about I got to go back to work Tuesday. I can't wait. I'm seeing these trucks. I'm like, my juices are flowing.
I can see it.
But you gotta love it.
No, and that's the thing, So with you championing local driving to be home with family, people are under the impression that you got to go OTR your first couple of years. Sure. Is that true, or is that not true? Is there a loophole that you might be able to share?
I don't think so. I was hanging out with a driver here who's thinking about getting into trucking, and he goes, I got 2 young daughters at home. I was thinking about knocking on, I won't name names, the big box companies, and I'm like, dude, first of all, you're gonna go over the road with some guy who probably doesn't have that much experience, probably doesn't have a winter behind him, And you're putting your life in your own hands, and you're not going to make that much money. You might make a year if you're lucky. I said, go knock on some doors. Go. This guy was in the Army. I said, dude, that's big points. The guy, you're in the Army. It shows you're trustworthy. Go knock on some doors. I'll sweep. I'll grease trucks. I'll wash trucks. I'll start in a small truck. You work your way up. Somebody will give you a chance. You just go in there and just talk the talk, look presentable, like professional. You'll get a job. You don't need to sell your soul to go drive over the road just to get that experience. If you want to drive over the road, great. Do it when you're young. Do it before you get married. It's because it's hard. You can't plan anything. And there's nothing against it. When I was in it, I didn't know any different. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. And it really was. I loved over-the-road trucking. But now I see both sides. And I definitely have opinions on both. And some of my opinions have changed. And maybe they've matured in a way. So neither one is wrong. And there is money in over-the-road trucking. I drove for Walmart. I drove for New Century. I had six-figure tractor-trailer jobs. They're out there. But you're not going to get them when you start out. You got to get experience. You got to have a clean driving record. No tickets. No accidents. And you got to be professional. And those jobs will come. So you got to take it either way.
Love it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, at the end of the day, anyone you want to shout out the people that have helped you get to this happiness that you are now. We'll wait for the intercom.
Okay, yeah. Of course.
We're here, people. This is a live video. I apologize, but it is raining outside.
It is raining, yeah.
There's beautiful trucks outside, but we want to keep the Boston Trucker. No rain's touching this man.
No, this is awesome. They just canceled the concert. They had Lone Star here. The bus has been parked out. It's a country band from the 90s.
Yeah.
They just canceled it because of the rain.
That sucks. Lone Star's like, I got paid though. So we're happy.
Yeah. That's right. Do I want to give a shout out to anybody?
Yeah, no. Give me a second to recut and I will replay. So, the Boston Trucker, at the end of the day, man.
Yep.
I mean, for all your successes at 30 plus years, having this beautiful family that I got a chance to meet off camera, and just being such a wealth of knowledge yourself on social media and showing people that, hey, the old school guys, they got some things, and hey, I'm telling you, people, the Boston Trucker. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
I appreciate it.
Check it out.
And I'm not an expert at anything. I just show people what works for me. You can try it out. I do little polishing tricks and little cleaning tricks, and these are all things I learned from old school truckers. Nothing that I come up with on my own, pretty much. And I got tire juices and I got polishes.
I saw that video.
Yeah. That works for me. It might not work for you, though.
Photo bomb!
What's up, dude? Oh, my God.
Hey,
what's going on?
Nice to meet you. Look at the Boston Trucker.
What's up?
In the bloopers, baby.
We apologize, but I couldn't stand it. I had to say hello.
Hey, man.
Doing nice to see you.
Hey, little guy.
It's awesome that you're in Iowa.
Yeah.
All the way from Boston.
Boston, they park their
Guess what?
car
We're
in the
gonna
yard.
see you in 2
Park in
weeks.
the car in the yard. I'll see you at Super Rig.
Okay. And action.
Action. You know what those guys are?
I'll tell you, man. It's one of those
funny.
things where when you're the Boston Trucker, things like this just happen, right?
That's crazy. That was so crazy. That's something.
That's cool, man. That's really cool. So, at the end of the day, who would you like to give a shout out to that has helped you get to where your happiness is now?
My wife. My wife supports me. When I was a road driver, when I met her, she supported me. She supports my passion for trucking. My wife, my kids. My kids aren't into it at all. I'm actually proud of my kids. If they wanted to get to trucking, I'd support them and help them along the way. But they're not into that stuff. My dad, of course, who helped me learn how to drive, and told me as he was teaching me how to drive, over my dead body, you're gonna drive a truck. I didn't work this hard for you to drive a truck. Meanwhile, it's like giving candy to a baby, Here, I'll teach you how to drive a truck, but you're not gonna drive a truck. So I'll show it to my dad, my wife, my family, and everybody who follows me and supports me, subscribes to me, writes comments. I see them all. I try to get back to everybody. I really appreciate everybody out there.
Love it.
And to you, man, thank you so much for tracking me down.
Hey, not a problem, and I'm letting people know I co-signed for this man. He's the same man on camera as he is off camera.
Thank you.
Humble as can be and a wealth of knowledge, so I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, that's it, brother. That's it. Hey, nothing, right?
I think
That's
pretty
good.
good, right?
Yeah.